is Tracy again with my dog Peaches. And guess what's coming up this month? Halloween. We're going to read a story together called A Halloween Scare in Florida. Ooh. Are you ready, Peaches? You ready? Come on, let's see what happens. Prepare if you dare for a Florida scare, a night of pure terror to whiten your hair, a tale full of sights that are best left unseen. Are you ready? You sure? This was my Halloween. Ooh. I see some Florida places there. The werewolves howled loudly. The moon was shining bright. I stayed in my bedroom with the curtains pulled tight. My heart started pounding. My knees felt weak. But being a brave kid, I just had a peek. Oh, look at that. He's peeking out of the window. And he's hearing all the werewolves. I pulled back the curtains. My mouth opened wide. An army of monsters had gathered outside. They staggered and stumbled and lurched down the street with bags full of cookies and candy corn treats. Emerging from sewers and houses and stores came creatures and critters with ravenous roars. Then more came along from all over the state. They filled up the streets at a dizzying rate. Here they come. Do you know what they're doing, Peaches? They're going trick-or-treating. From Tampa, Miami, and Orlando too, a mountain of monsters, the motliest crew, all gathered together for one spooky night to seek out the living and give them a fright. Ooh, pretty scary looking monsters. Ah! Are they scaring you, Peaches? Are they scaring you? What do you think? All right, here we go. The thunder clapped loudly with terrible booms. The witches dodged lightning and clung to their brooms. The two-headed doggies tried chasing their tails, and banshees let loose with their hideous wails. The vampires hung out in the street with their gangs and grinned just to show off their pearly white fangs. The mummies moaned loudly and swayed side to side, while Frankenstein stomped down the town with his bride. Uh-oh, here they go. The goats and the witch, the vampires and Frankenstein. Look at them all. Mummies. I don't know, Peaches. The Kissimmee monster is slimy and green. He's rather stinky. He can't keep himself clean. Medusa wants to see the monster battle of the bands, but yells to him, "First you go wash your hands." A grumpy old gator went out trick-or-treating, but none of the treats were the kind he liked eating. An little old lady tried giving him some bread. It wasn't a treat, so he ate her instead. Oh my goodness. There's the Kissimmee monster. And there's the gator. Oh my goodness. You wouldn't do that, Peaches. No. The creepies were crawly, the crazies were crazed. Coral Gable zombies, their eyes were glazed. The Jacksonville ogres were ugly as sin, with big bulging noses and warts on their chin. The ghouls danced around, but they were lacking in soul. The gargoyles could rock, and the headless could roll. Although the whole spectacle seemed to spell doom, I foolishly thought I'd be safe in my room. Well, what do you think, Peaches? Ooh, pretty scary stuff. I don't know, Peaches. But then something happened that made my heart jump. From somewhere below me, I heard a big thump. I froze for a moment, as quiet as a mouse. Yes, I could hear noises from inside the house. Uh-oh. What is that? What do you think, Peaches? What can it be? What can it be? Uh-oh. I put on my slippers. I pulled on my robe. I shook like a leaf, but I don't think it showed. Then slowly but surely I crept down the stairs, preparing myself for the biggest of scares. My hands trembled wildly. I opened the door. I still shudder now at all that I saw. The stereo spat out some hideous sounds as dozens of monsters jumped madly around. What's going on, Peaches? What's happening in that house? What are they doing? What do you think is going on? The sight was horrific. It made my skin crawl. The monsters were having their Halloween ball. And right in the middle, one monster loomed tall. The hairiest, the scariest monster of them all. Ooh. Ooh. Which one is it, Peaches? Which one's the scariest? He turned round and saw me. I fell to my knees. I'm not very tasty. Don't eat me, please. He smiled from ear to ear and broke free from the huddle. He ran over and gave me a big monster cuddle. Aww, look at that. He's a nice monster. Aww. At last we have found you, he said with a smile. From Gainesville to Boca, we've looked for a while. We came here to give you your wonderful prize. And he held up a trophy in front of my eyes. A prize for me? I said with a grin. But what did I do? How did I win? You won first prize for the costume you're wearing. It even scares me, and I'm best at scaring. Whoa, look at that trophy. Well, what's his costume? How did he win the contest? He didn't look like he was wearing a costume to me. This isn't a costume. I'm just dressed as me. Exactly. That's the scariest thing you can be. A small human child with a cute little nose. Your teeth are so shiny, you've only got 10 toes. No hair on your face, no horns on your head. The whites of your eyes aren't glowing or red. A bone-chilling costume, a horrible sight. A worthy ensemble for Halloween night. Oh, he's the winner, Peaches. The monster likes his costume. He thinks the little boy is scary just as he really is. Are you scary, Peaches? We partied together until the moon set. A Halloween night I'll never forget. And next year I won't want to hide in my bed. The monsters won't scare me. What do you think, Peaches? I'll scare them instead. Oh, so what do you think, Peaches? Was that a scary night in Florida? What are you going to be for Halloween? Maybe he's just to be a scary dog. But you don't look very scary, Peaches. I don't know. But anyway, have a happy Halloween, everybody. Stay safe. All right. See you again. Bye-bye.